My name is Rob Barbera. I am a senior vice president with Turner Construction Company. My responsibility is the operation of something we call our internal engineering group, Turner Engineering Group. What we do is provide design, guidance, technical expertise to support the 49 offices of Turner nationwide. And that typically arises with regard to document review, working with design partners, design build projects, practical solutions and recommendations in working with our design partners to evaluate and address challenges in projects at any stage of development. Sometimes projects under construction, sometimes forensic analyses. I'm not ever going to be the smartest technology person in the room. As a matter of fact, I'll probably be the opposite of that. We look at AI, we view it as a company in three different tiers. And I actually talked about this inside. The first tier is really an empowerment tier, which is more of an individual's real responsibility to go ahead and learn and educate themselves and seek ways to utilize the technology to help them to learn and be better at what they do. The second tier is more of a leadership, reflect and share and see how each of you can build upon what each of you have done individually. And the third tier is more of a transformative phase where we ask our people now to take what they're learning from an AI perspective and take it home with you, make it more of a societal impact so that now it's something that you actually live and you practice and it can become part of really what tier one was in the first place. And now it becomes more of every day. We think if everyone does that within the organization, the ideas will really continue to flow. And as a company, we think we'll be better for that. The things I see are all impressive to me, whether I see people writing scripts for calculating options of floor layouts or fire egress options or core layouts in buildings. All that stuff is impressive to me, but that may not be the most impressive thing. The things that our people are doing who really do it are really the ones to ask. What I see is how fast and how quickly they're able to do things that took us a long time to do. So I do see those impacts. It's got to be something, though, that addresses the need and not something flashy just because you've figured out how to do something. That's not going to help anyone. There really has to be something that at the point of use is something that someone is actually can use and they can learn and they can do it without really taking away time and being less productive in an effort to just figure out how to use it. It's something I hear every day. So does that mean it's overhyped? I don't know. I don't know if it's overhyped. I think you can't stop it. I mean, this is a locomotive going down a mountain. You're not stopping it. And it's just getting smarter and smarter and faster, just as long as it keeps going. And I think it's not about overhyping. I think it's a matter of figuring out where it can be effective in the areas that you want to invest your time to try and invent something. I think for me, someone who's been around since, the mid 80s and actually earlier, it's a little frightening to see the technology and the speed in which it moves. So that's my perspective. I think the people that are really excited by it are probably the people that are using it most and finding the best impacts with it. There's not one big barrier. I would just say how to take the technology and apply it to areas that you're actually going to use it that will help you and not in areas that are just going to waste your time. I think filtering through those things and making it useful, I wouldn't call it a barrier. I would just say big caution lights, because that's not going to help anything. It sounds like you could spin your wheels a lot if you're not careful. I'll say it that way. But as a young person, I think soft skills are incredibly important. They always will be. I can walk in a room and figure out what the problem is inside of a minute. That took me 40 years to get there, you know? Now, it shouldn't take young people 40 years to get to that point, right? But at the same time, I do think that the human interaction, the sitting down and having a meeting, the having a conversation and looking someone in the eye, these are important skills that will never go away, no matter how smart we are. And I do think that those things will always be important. Now, how much of an impact these things are going to be today versus 10 years from now, and in what ways we're going to utilize those skills, I couldn't answer any of those questions. I would just say I'm glad that you guys are combining construction practicality with people that might be able to help them. But I hope they see where they can really help. And it's not a flashy tool. We don't need flashy tools. We need things that are useful, that are going to actually be at the point of use.